Hey guys, really quickly before we start out today's video, I wanted to tell you about the Path2Pro League. I'm super happy to be a part of the Path2Pro League sponsored by PlexChat in collaboration with Stats Royale, Team Queso, RPL, Nova, and Tribe Gaming. Basically, we're all kind of coming together to create a Path2Pro League. It's really exactly how it sounds, and that's really cool. I wanted to share it with you guys because I get a lot of questions. How do I get noticed? I want to be a pro player. I think I'm pretty good. Ash, what do I do? And this is a great way to actually do that, right? So right now, the sign-up process, I'll link the website for you guys to get more information. It's going to make this pretty brief announcement. There's a sign-up process. There's qualifier tournaments. Then we go into an RPL invitational bracket system. And then the brackets are played out. And then pro team tryouts. You can earn an actual tryout for a pro team from there. So a really exciting opportunity. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'll have more information for you guys throughout the next month on the endeavor, as well as the links in the description below. But for now, we're going to share a really awesome new meta bait deck with Zappies, and we'll take a look at an old school version of bait as well from the bait god, Morton. Guys, I'll see you on the flip side. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale. It's a double upload day. I am excited to share this deck with you guys today. It is the new version of bait. Now, we saw kind of an evolution of bait lately, right? We saw bait 1.0 with the regular Inferno Tower bait deck. Actually, let's take a look real quickly at Morton's profile here, because I do want to share and brag a little bit about this guy. He's an absolute stud. He's 18th in the world at the time of this recording. He was 22nd in the world last season. He has almost 800,000 challenge cards won. Are you kidding me? This guy's a beast. Anyway, back to my bait history lesson. So we had bait originally, right, with the Inferno Tower, Goblin Barrel, you guys know, the Princess. Then we had bait when we added in Tornado version 2.0. Then we had bait version 3.0, where we switched everything up with the Ice Wizard and the Prince. And now this is bait 4.0. Now we have Zappies in the deck. So where do Zappies fit into this deck? I'll answer that in just 1 second. First, I want to share these tweets with you guys really quickly. Surgical Goblin, Ace, and Hazard were kind enough to reply to my video, the post that I did on my video from last night, where I ranked every card in every rarity. So there were a lot of strong opinions, and that always happens when I do any kind of a ranking video, so I expect it. But the pros actually took the time to weigh in as well with their top 5 cards. I just wanted to share that with you guys really quickly. If you want to pause and check them out, say what you agree or disagree in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. But always listening to the pros' perspective gives great insight, even if you disagree, onto where the meta might be going or what the meta looks like in their eyes. Most notably, those guys didn't, I think 2 of them didn't include Hog in their top 5 of rare. Interesting. So here we go, back to the deck here. So where do Zappies fit into bait meta? Because at first glance, when I talked to Morton, I said, I don't really understand, Morton, what Zappies' role in this deck is. I mean, obviously they're great fireball bait, but wouldn't you much rather Tornado? I felt like Tornado is just like the card right now, especially in bait. But he said, and now look at this. This is a perfect opportunity here to illustrate why he likes them so much. He said defensively, they're incredibly strong right now. And then when you add the fact that they can bait out your opponent's poison as well, it makes for a very interesting dynamic, a very interesting synergy in this deck with Goblin Gang, of all things. So even though you don't think of Goblin Gang as necessarily a bait card, oftentimes when your opponent is out of log because they used it on your Princess, you can drop down your Zappies. They use their poison, and then you're free to go to punish with Knight and Gang all together at the bridge. Or obviously if they did use log, like we said, you can go ahead and send in Knight, Gang, and Goblin Barrel in one big monster push. We're going to be seeing a lot of that throughout these replays. So that's how you're using Zappies in this deck. And, you know, furthermore, on top of those things, they're obviously just great defensively, right? They have a lot of the same abilities as the E-Wiz. That wasn't a great defensive sequence, though, there. We almost lost that right tower, and we gave great poison value to the opponent. But as I was saying, you know, they don't have the enter the arena ability as the E-Wiz does. However, they do reset Inferno Dragons. They do really stymie tanks, makes them take forever to move. They kind of just lock them up in that zap kind of, especially when you have all three of the Zappies alive. Again, unfortunately, falling prey to the poison here. By the way, really quickly, this is the big winning push of this match here. 2 Zappies stay alive, help that Knight out. Knight's going to take down that Ice Golem, and then the poison plus the Goblin Barrel is going to finish off that tower for the 12 win. I do want to give a quick shout out to Real Legend of Gaming. What's up, my man? Real Legend is a good friend. He is also a member of Nova Creative. He's a great content creator. You should check him out. He's also a sponsor of this channel. So thank you to Real. I never call him Real Legend of Gaming. I just call him DRL. So thank you to DRL, and thank you to all my sponsors. So moving into replay number 2, we're going to take a trip back in the time machine, guys. The Clash Royale time machine. Hop aboard, buckle up, and get ready to roll. So this is the first version of bait, right? And the reason I'm sharing this replay is to kind of get back to the bait, actually the second version with a tornado. Oops, I can't even follow my own history lessons. I was never that great in school. Nah, I was all right. Anyway, where am I going with this, guys? Where am I going? I'm ruining the video. So basically, I wanted to share this older version of bait because Morton is a bait god without without Zappies as well, right? And this is the deck that he loves using. It's not new, it's old, but it's good, and he still thinks it's good. Now watch this play. There's a couple really nice pro plays. This is top 10 ladder, by the way, at the time of the recording of it. Look at that beautiful play there. Use the tornado to pull the princess and the balloon together, and then use the rocket and the ice spirit to finish it off. Now obviously, the opponent did get a lot of damage. Octay. Shout out to Octay. He did get a lot of damage onto his right tower, but he was able to really mitigate what could have been a disastrous push. Now Octay's playing the balloon deck without the lumberjack. What's up with that, man? What's up with that? The balloon deck, I think it's AK-47 pushing Octay this season, by the way. So AK, why aren't you playing lumberjack, man? What's up? What's up? You haven't seen my video? Seriously though, I love the Lumberjack balloon deck, and I actually really love Lumberjack. I think he's incredibly strong. But anyway, look at this play. Speaking of pro plays, freeze the balloon. He doesn't get a hit off on the tower because it was frozen, and then the death damage activates the king tower. That was a pro play. I mean, that was really pro, guys. He froze the balloon so it couldn't get one hit off and then tornadoed it to the king tower. That is the power of Morton. By the way, Morton, I'm not sure if I said it off the top of the video, but he is a German pro from Nova Esports. He wanted to give a big shout out to his whole German team in CR Worlds. CR Worlds this season is absolutely amazing. It's one of my favorite streams to watch out there, guys. I'll go ahead and link you the Twitter if you want to kind of tune in to root for your favorite team or your country's team. It's a really cool project. So back to the match here. You saw those 2 pro plays, and I mean, like, that's stuff you guys can try to emulate yourself now that you know how to do it, right? I mean, I would never think to do that, to freeze from the right and then pull to the king tower, but that was a really pro play. Now this time, he's going to get a lot of damage on that right tower, just from that one goblin and the knight. I think there might have been one goblin behind from the barrel as well. Either way, the princess helping out, getting some chip damage from behind as well. So the right tower is down to 738 for AK, and now we don't have anything great to stop that balloon. We have rocket, so we decide to just hold off, use the tornado, again, avoid all damage because our king tower is activated, and then we'll concentrate on getting that right tower down to rocket range. And that's gonna be it, guys. 615, that's gonna do it for max rocket. Plenty of room to spare. We're gonna take it down and take him out. So really nice victory there, and really, even though the ending was kind of just a rocket log, like whoever, whatever, right? But he put himself in perfect positioning with all those great plays leading up to that point. Okay, now let's go back and switch to the Zappy deck for the final 2 replays. I want to show you guys against kind of a newer minor poison deck played here by Baja, and then on the 4th replay, I'm going to show you a really awesome golem replay, kind of how to handle a golem deck when you don't have tornado in this deck. We're back to this version here with no tornado. So here we go. We could take some damage on the right tower early on there, but you can see we've identified what deck the opponent's playing. It's a Mega Knight zap bait deck kind of with the skeleton barrel. So what we're going to do is every time that we send in the goblin barrel and the lane is clear, Morton's also going to send in the Ice Spirit, hopefully freezing the tower and allowing, if not all, but one even of those goblins, just like you saw in that exchange, to go ahead and do some serious damage to that tower. So that's exactly what happened on the left tower, taking it down to 1794, and then we had really good defense with the Zappies. I already told you guys this, but I have to emphasize again because he told me that this is one of the most important things about the Zappies, is do not play Zappies, no matter what deck you're using them in, never play them behind the King Tower, always in front of the King Tower, even a few tiles up. You don't really want to give away, although it's a bait card, you're ideally not trying to give away tower damage value to your opponent, okay? So here we go. The opponent, you can see, kind of thinking about what they want to do. We decide to go Goblin Gang in the left. They decide to go Bandit in the right there, in a perfectly placed Knight to distract that Bandit. Meanwhile, we're going to play some Zappies here, and then we're going to play an Ice... Okay, I thought we were going to get an Ice Spirit there to kind of protect those Zappies, but it looks like we don't need it. We have one Zappy still left alive, and the Knight does a good job cleaning up there. So very nice defense there. And here it is again, Ice Spirit, and we can see exactly what I'm talking about there. Played the Goblin Gang, so it was in front of the tower, right? The Goblin Gang, or Goblin Barrel. The Goblin Barrel was right in front of the tower, and then he played the Ice Spirit with it. Ice Spirit froze the Miner, allowed those Goblins to do a lot of damage to that left tower. These are just some of the plays that makes Morton such a good player here. So the opponent reloading, looking to do a big push here, starting with an Inferno Dragon as well as a Mega Knight. Now, the Goblins from that Goblin Barrel actually pull the Inferno Dragon into the other lane along with the Bandit, totally ruining the opponent's push. What a great play there. Now it's a little bit easier to handle this. So check this out. We have Goblin Gang, we have Knight right in the center there. We're going to distract the Mega Knight, then we're going to play the Zappies right in front of the King Tower. Zappies doing a great job on both the Miner and the Mega Knight. Mega Knight goes down. That's doing a little bit of damage to the right tower, but the Zappies did some serious work on defense, kind of in their little perch there in front of the King Tower. Really well played defensive sequence there by Morton, and that's going to do it, guys. Right tower getting really low there for the opponent, but it's time. Time is over. That's it. We win 1-0. So very nice match there for Morton. Now let's go into the last match of the day. I did promise you guys a Golem deck, so here it is. Another Golem deck without Lumberjack. Man, play the Lumberjack in a Golem deck or a Balloon deck, even a Three Musketeer deck. My favorite Three Musketeer deck right now is Three Musketeers, Miner, Ice Golem, and Lumberjack. Three kind of glass tanks, all in the same deck. I really love it. Anyway, I want to say I went like 16-3 or 16-2-1 last night playing those decks. I know a few of you guys were spectating on me there and cheering me on, so I thank you for that. I do need to reset my friends list. God, it's been a while since I've done that. Anyway, let's get to this matchup here. So we have Princess, we have Knight, we have Goblin Gang coming in on the right. The opponent zaps, the opponent pumps, but the opponent has nothing at all for these Princesses. He's going to have to use a Lumberjack once he has the Elixir, and here it comes. So Lumberjack played at the bridge. Meanwhile, we poisoned the opponent's... and look at this. Look at this. Zappies totally shutting down that Lumberjack. He does get one swing on the on one of the Zappies there, but you can see just how powerful Zappies can be defensively, staying alive and taking out. And look at this. Now they're taking out this this Bandit. Bandit's deado, and left tower is down to 1246. Now look at this match, guys. So far, we're almost halfway through the match, and Morton has been applying pressure basically from the very beginning. Against a heavy Golem deck like this, when the opponent pumps, he's trying to punish immediately, right? Either with the poison on the pump or trying to hit the tower. When the opponent drops a Golem, there'll be a Golem push in this match, into the double Elixir time. But we're trying to get as much damage as we possibly can. Again, playing a much lighter deck than the heavy Golem deck. We really want to get one of the towers down, or at least get them very low before we enter in the crucial last minute of the match. So here we go. Lumberjacks played to try to stymie that push on the right. Knight does get to the tower along with one goblin, get a little bit of chip damage there. We're going to go ahead and play Zappies defensively again, stopping that bandit, doing a good job, and then stopping the Mega Minion because they can hit air now. So here it comes again. The Ice Spirit and Goblin Barrel combo freezes that golem. Unfortunately, does not freeze the tower. However, a log is going to put it down really close to poison range. One more log, one more poison will take down that left tower, or of course a Goblin Barrel. I think he's going to opt to use a Goblin Barrel. The opponent uses a poison right there, and the tower was locked on to the Lumberjack. So we're going to use this opportunity to take down the left tower. And at this point, with a Night Witch and a Golem on the left lane, we decide to go all out in the right and just let the Princess do work there defensively against the Golem and the Night Witch and the Mega Minion. Now look at this. The opponent plays Bandit. The opponent plays basically everything they had. A Bandit and a Lumberjack in the right. Couldn't stop that push, and it's going to be GG for Morton. Really nicely done there. Very well played. We're going to go ahead and use our last poison, and that will be all she wrote. Guys, what do you think? You like this deck? Give it a shot, see what you think of it. If you don't have Zappies leveled up, of course, like we said, you can try the original bait deck that we saw second in the video. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Huge shout out to Bren Chong, my YouTube partner. Thank you for everything you do. Check out his information in the description below. Thank you, and as always, take care, guys.